Is that really $1 revenue for a gallon of gas? You ain't even gonna be using on $1 bill. If that's oh my god, that's unfucking believable. Gas is actually that cheap. If it's prepay, I put in $100 in there, it's gonna overflow the fucking tank. Oh my god. And the gas like drops suddenly. It's got to be the fucking pandemic. That has something to do with the presidential election. The stock market actually surged when it looked like Joe Biden is going to win. Hopefully, I mean, I'm not crazy about Joe Biden, but I'd rather have him than these authoritarian fucking Republican fucking scum. It's not even a fucking democracy if they just decide to make themselves president by making a claim which is without any evidence that the Democrats committed fraud and all this shit. Like Republicans have never done that. Like George W. Bush stole the election, Donald Trump stole the election 4 years ago. Well, I know how they stole it in New House, and I don't know. I think the election was even stolen from John Kerry. Well, none of these fucking Republican pieces of shit. And Alex Jones used to be on the side of the Democrats. He didn't like the Democrats. He didn't like the Democrats or the Republicans. And Alex Jones is the fucking piece of shit. You can't really get good valid information from him, especially when he's turned into a hack for the Republican Party when he used to claim to be a libertarian. No, Alex Jones would be willing to get on his hands and knees and suck Donald Trump's dick. So would a lot of people. He's a fucking bully and he's a piece of shit. I don't know anyone could like him. I don't know, Kyle Kulinski thinks George W. Bush was worse. Well, when it came to foreign policy, George W. Bush was worse. But other than that, Donald Trump is gonna go down, as he said, go down as the worst president ever. And if Joe Biden just delivers mediocre bullshit, you could end up with another extreme Republican. Trump is talking about running an or you could have another extremist fucking asshole. That's what happens when they don't offer good candidates. The extremist Republican right-wing fascist always gets in. Oh, it's like going this way. And the cough, I forgot to bring my fucking camera, but I was so fucking rushed for this one today. Yeah, I didn't even have the fucking time to check the news for the day or anything. Did asshole Trump concede or I don't know. He might just be playing a game. I don't know. But people say this is uncharted territory. We never had a fucking prick this arrogant before. Because George H. Walker Bush lost the election. He was willing to concede. Who admit Romney? Of course, we're talking about incumbents. So he was the last incumbent who was a fucking asshole who lost. Gerald Ford lost. I mean, he conceded to Jimmy Carter as the last time. Archie Bunker said he was doing a good job as president for a guy that no one voted for. It is true that Gerald Ford, no one did vote for him. He became president after Richard Nixon had to resign because of the Watergate thing, and Nixon only resigned because of Watergate because he didn't want to go through the humiliation of being impeached. I mean, at least even Richard Nixon wasn't as big of a fucking coward as Trump is. Well, Richard Nixon was a member of Bohemian Grove. So was Ronald Reagan and George H. Walker Bush and George W. Bush. Is Donald Trump a member of Bohemian Grove? They say that he isn't. Based on the type of family he came from, a fucking spoiled fucking brat with a silver spoon in his mouth. And he had to be, at the very minimum, he's got to be a member. and an upper member of the Freemasons. He's got to be, and if he isn't, they're fucking lying. I mean, an third degree Freemasons, where they let you have a lot of power if you make it to be an third. Anyone can become a Freemason. You just have to be willing to kiss ass to corruption, and they'll make you king, or they'll give you power. They'll give you some kind of power. Okay, where the fuck is it? I remember I used to, even before I moved to Minnesota, there was a Ponderosa here. Oh, and they were. I went the first time when they were already fucking closed. There were Ponderosas left in the Twin Cities when I first moved to Minnesota. The West St. Paul. Oh, here it is, right here. Shit. West St. Paul, Bloomington, and there was on a New Hope. I think those were. Maybe there were only either that were open. And then this fucking piece of shit. It was just before Christmas. I said I didn't have a family or anywhere to go on Christmas. It was the West St. Paul Ponderosa, and this girl comes out, works there, says, he invited you to his house on Christmas, and they said, no, I don't. Then they were running around chasing each other, playing games, and it was such unprofessional fucking pieces of filth to play those fucking games. And they probably knew the Ponderosa was closing, so they didn't give a fuck if they would lose their job, which... Someone who treats a customer like that, yeah, they deserve to lose their job. Oh God, I gotta find a gas station or a gas station. I think the Ponderosa is a couple. Yeah, that's where the Ponderosa was. Yeah, the Brooklyn Park Ponderosa was open. Fuck, I'm having. They all fucking. They closed it on Tananda. They were all going. That's a long fucking time ago. Any place without all-you-can-eat buffets is a place of shit, and everything is so unpredictable now with this fucking pandemic. It seems like Florida, they're surviving the most still, and of course the pandemic is really bad there. Yeah, I forgot to take my fucking camera, but I was so rushed and overwhelmed. Well. I'm glad at least I was able to go to the Quad Cities, and I'm so glad I have Asperger's because I make the most interesting videos in the world. Nobody makes more interesting videos than I do. It'd be so nice when this year's shit is over. What's going to happen on January unto... I don't know. I don't think Trump is that fucking arrogant and stupid, but you never know. I think he's just going to... He's probably going to concede and just bitch and piss and moan about it is probably what's going to happen. You know, and he'll get away with more bullshit. And he's wanted for crimes, but knowing Joe Biden, he probably pardoned him for it. It was like Gerald Ford pardoned Nixon, and Obama pardoned Bush for the shit he did. So who knows what'll happen.